took us so long to set up that I don't even remember.
Welcome to Yap-Trap.
What
Let's
I
roll the
do.
intro.
Yep.
I got this. Don't worry.
This is literally how these recordings go. I hope
This
you
is
know.
exactly how these go.
That makes sense.
Welcome back to Yap-Trap. We got Trevor.
Hi, I'm
That's
Trevor.
his name. In intro time. And now we're back from the intro, aren't we?
I think.
We're back from the intro. We
I don't know.
Trevor.
I think I'm still in that painting intro thing still. They just put a line over me.
Do you hand paint every single frame?
Yeah, every single frame. Just
That takes a long time.
yeah, it's all actual like stop motion.
Oh wow.
Just
Claymation.
Yep.
yeah. It's very very realistic claymation. That is for
I
sure.
had no idea.
That's impressive.
Whenever I watch that intro, I always feel kind of weird because, like, a lot of it is you in your motorcycle helmet, and then there's
It was
just
the only pictures I
of
had.
me.
It was the only
There's just
pictures I had.
the big front, like you're like right in front of the camera picture.
Yeah, that always makes me feel weird.
I'll get a different one.
No, I think it's good for now, but I think you and me, it'd be cool to work on something bigger.
If we're aiming
eventually.
for like 90s style merch and like with our logo, we should do almost a
sitcom kind of
yeah, that's exactly what I was
That
going
would
with.
be really cool.
And we could get all of our guests that we've had so far as also
That'd be cool.
actors.
Like as the characters and
Yes.
stuff.
Maybe like a full
Yeah.
2 minutes as well, like a full trailer,
Yeah.
full song.
Yes.
Those things used to be so long, and then by the time the intro was done, it would be time for a commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back. We got Trevor. Trevor, he had to live with me,
I did. I had to.
and I had to live with him.
Yeah. It was not a choice.
We met.
And it was not. It was horrible. It was awful.
Yep, I was really hard to live with, and he was just a pain in my rear end.
Yeah. Just constantly butting heads.
Yeah, always. I don't even.
I'm dying.
It's kind of just like a courtesy to have him on the episode. I don't actually like him.
Wow.
Sorry,
I just feel like I just feel like I have to be here.
Yeah, I could not take that joke seriously. I couldn't help but laugh. But yeah, me and Trevor met in college. We were roommates. That was a lot of fun. Then I left after 1 year because I did the wastewater school.
Because you hated me
And then
so much, you had to leave.
Had to get out.
I just had to go to just completely quit college because of you. I gotta stop with the "I hate you" joke. That's mean.
Just put a big disclaimer on the screen. And it's
Yeah,
okay.
big disclaimer.
Hold on, I'm editing this thing, so don't tell me to put big disclaimer because I'll make it like even worse. I'll just keep the joke going. I'm just here at this point. I mean, y'all are roommates. I'm the third wheel in this relationship. Even though I was here long, that's like normally how third wheels go. I was here longer, but
I'm left out.
I'm not left out. I'm just, you got like the two holding hands, and then you got me back here.
Yeah.
Is
So
that how it is? Okay.
Yeah.
me and Trevor. Excuse me.
Also holding hands, but like y'all's are interlocked. Mine's just like over top of them, just uncomfortably there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm tripping on the back of your heels as well as you're walking too. So.
You're like kicking our knees in.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the people that are listening.
That's
It's for Trevor when he listens to this while working out. He'll just have this like image go through his head and exactly how this probably went down.
Hey, that's another thing we didn't mention. Trevor's probably one of our most loyal viewers.
I'm
That's
an
really
avid
cool.
Yap-Trap
That goes
viewer.
past 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're an avid yapper. That's what I have called them in all our YouTube post announcement type of things. But I've never said it out loud.
Yappers?
I think our fans should be called yappers.
Well, it's official now. It's on an episode, so it's official now.
Yep.
I've
What's
called them
up?
slaves because we trapped them.
What? Oh my gosh.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, that's a different
Gotta
one.
take that one out with that. Oh.
No, we can't edit that out. We need YouTube Shorts, baby. Yeah, so he's an avid yapper. And
Or are you a
speaking
trapper?
of,
Because you guys are the yappers.
you want to be a trapper?
Well, you guys
We're
are
the
the
trappers.
yappers, and then I
I
don't
feel
know.
like we're the trap.
There we go. We got two names for our fans. You're either a yapper or you're a trapper.
Also,
Our
it's like
guests are the
dividing the
trappers.
fan base.
Okay, no, he is a trapper.
Yeah.
He's also one of our guests, so he's a trapper.
That's the two Yap-Trap political parties.
What
the
are the
yappers
animals?
and the trappers. The
Huh?
animals?
Yeah, like the donkey and the elephant. What are they?
A ferret,
A ferret, yes.
Oh, that
and-
makes sense.
a fish, because I like the
I was gonna
ocean
go-
or something. I don't know.
Ferret and a capybara.
Yeah, cat. Oh, I forgot about that. I
Yes.
used to love those when I was little.
There we go.
Yeah, ferret and a capybara. I love that. I just realized we're going about this like a normal episode, but
Wait, you have
Trevor's
not
here. We need to
introduced-
actually ask him some questions.
I think it's because I'm not
planned.
on the couch, so it's like easy to forget that I'm here. I kind of feel like I'm watching an episode.
No, you are
right
on the
now.
couch. You're on the couch. We have your face right here, actually.
Oh.
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, that is me.
There you go.
Hi,
Yeah.
Trevor.
Cool.
Anyway, I used to pet his face like this
Oh.
in our dorm room. Hi, Trevor.
That's one of
He
the
remembers
reasons why
what this
we butt
feels
head. I would wake up in the middle of the night and you'd be rubbing my cheek.
You'd be
Yep.
hovering over you. Hi.
Hi, Trevor. I was going to say this earlier and start this conversation by saying this. I don't know if you've seen it on my second channel, but I have videos of playing Portal 2 with him. He's on a phone over here so we can see him. That's why I'm pointing over here. We what's it called? We played Portal 2 and that was really fun.
It was
And
a
we
lot of
did it
fun.
way past my bedtime, so half the time I was like, whoa.
Acting like you're drunk or high. Just,
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
like
know what I'm
babysitting.
doing.
Yeah, it was like babysitting for him, if you haven't seen those videos. So anyways,
Portal 2 is such a
tell
good
us
game.
about your Minecraft series that you're doing. And what you're kind of... I know you and me have talked about this, but what's your... sort of your plan for that? What inspired you to do that?
So, I've got this series going on right now where, like you said, I'm just playing Minecraft. It's just a very simplistic style, and it's just Minecraft videos. And I'm only on part 4 right now, working on part 5, and it's just meant to be chill, sort of like background noise, but like not like a podcast, but almost like it's like kind of in between a normal video and a podcast. Like it's something that you can just watch in the background. It's just chill and it's supposed to be relaxing. And so I feel like I'm in an
Which
interview
Minecraft
right now.
series are we talking about? Wait, hold on. Which Minecraft series are we talking
We're
about?
not talking about the one we're working on.
Oh,
The
okay.
3 of us are working
Oh,
on.
okay.
No, that's yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, there's nothing chill about that. That was stressful.
We'll have to get into that in a minute, but
No, yeah, that's like on
His-
the complete other side of the spectrum.
yeah, his series is it's like he said, it's really chill, and I really enjoy watching it. Where in a world where Minecraft is so like energetic and in your face and hyper, blah 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 bam bam bam, super hyper and fast and just geared to children, it's really like refreshing to see what he's doing, where it's just a guy playing Minecraft and it's cinematic. He does a lot of cool stuff with this mod where he can like replay what he's been doing and like
Oh,
have a
okay.
separate camera going around,
Okay.
and it's just really cool. It's really good.
Thank you. I
And-
appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and it seems like it is something people are missing a little bit too, because it seems like they're doing pretty well view wise.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really surprised at how well they're doing as well. The newest one has I think it's almost 500 views now, and that came out this past weekend. So it's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
How many subscribers do you have?
As of right now, I have 78.
Holy
So-
cow.
You need to start pushing some of them over us. We need some.
I feel like the number
will.
goes up every time I ask you. It
Yeah.
probably does.
Yeah,
So you have
it's been
500.
pretty steady.
You have
at least.
500 views though on one of your videos.
And
One
that's
of
the
them he
newest
has
You need
like
to
one.
tell. You need to tell all of those 432 people to actually subscribe and not just like
To my
watch the
channel,
video
or you
first.
come out and bring them over to Yap-Trap.
Yeah, they need to come over to Yap-Trap. not. Your channel's great, I guarantee it. But like we can share with you.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same
Yap-Trap.
vibe because it's like it's chill sort of background stuff. Yeah.
Yap-Trap to chill until we get Decker on here, and then it's.
No, one of his videos has like 1,400 or something, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah. It's somewhere around there.
Yeah. He had a little bit of a hiccup mid-series, unfortunately, because like his PC like died or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had
fun.
to, and so now I got my new computer, and I love it. You know what that's like, Walker. It's such a good feeling to have a new computer. But yeah, I think I was able to pick it back up, even though I was only on video 2 at the time, so it wasn't much to pick back up from. But I'm pretty happy with how it's going now. I don't think it's set me back too far.
Yeah. I was a little worried about that because I was worried the people who have started watching you because of that might be a little bit off-put that you restart, but
Yeah.
last time I checked, your newest video is doing just about as well as the other ones, so
Yeah.
don't think you lost too much doing that, so that's
Damn, we
nice.
should.
Yeah, there's another thing. I finally upgraded computers, so I'm not using a Chinese mini PC anymore.
Was it actually Chinese, or do you just like say that?
It is
It
Chinese.
is actually
The brand name
Chinese.
is Minis Forum. What does that even mean?
It's a good question.
And part of the reason is I found out, I realized videos don't look very well if you render it on a computer that doesn't have a GPU. Should have been a no-brainer to me, but I just wanted to make a short film. And now I'm doing a podcast and running 3 different YouTube channels. So I kind of need
Luckily,
a
the
bit more of a
podcast
workhorse.
you don't have to worry about as much.
Yeah, the podcast is pretty easy to do. I just listen to both of us talk for like an hour. But anyway, speaking of which, this little segue, still on the Minecraft subject, all 3 of us, me, James, and Trevor, are working on a series right now. It's going to be very cool.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
As of right now, it's kind of it has a rocky start, but it's going to be really cool once it's all finished.
It'll be great as long as my side doesn't mess up like it did.
Yeah.
It's been my PC has been rough.
I forget what brand your computer is.
It's a Lenovo.
Oh, I
That's why-
thought it was
yeah.
a Lenovo.
It just I don't know why. It's just
Weird.
rough. Probably because it's in a basement.
I
feel
won't
left out.
spoil
I don't
too
have a
much.
Lenovo.
What do you have?
We're Lenovo guys.
And I'm just the brand was I Buy Power, and it's got like this Mr. Beast logo on it. I've never heard of them before, but it
It's a Best
runs
Buy
well.
brand.
It seems good. So
I see.
thank you, Mr.
Typical
Beast.
trapper.
Thank you, Mr. Beast.
Typical trapper vote right there.
Typical trapper.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's like the 1960s joke we did in our Portal 2 video. We're doing like a segregation joke in our Portal 2 video.
1960s.
Yeah, there was still kind of segregation back
Some,
then, right?
I mean, if you're going 1960s joke, I would think more along the lines of.
I
like,
think the 60s is like when it kind of ended, right? I don't remember.
Yeah. It was I think it was late 60s was Martin Luther King Jr. time. I don't know. Was it 68? I think that's when that all took place.
I don't remember. It's been so long, I kind of forgot.
You know, okay.
Back in
how
my
old
day.
He didn't. I don't think he heard that one.
It's been so long, I kind of forgot. Yeah,
Okay.
I heard it.
You're just like, oh my gosh, Walker, just
Yeah.
shut up, please.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking now. Also, like, this is a really side tangent. This is my ADHD just talking right now. Is how old do you think? Like, what year do you think Picasso died?
I thought it's gotta be like 1800s, right?
I
Maybe
don't even remember.
17, 16, I don't know.
The artist.
I don't
He's
know
a-
what year he was even alive.
Just give a rough estimate, like when you think he would have died. Like we have paintings all over the place that are his paintings that, like,
Wasn't it before 1492 or something? He was alive. For some reason I'm thinking he was in like 1200 or something.
I feel like that's
Da
the
Vinci.
reasonable.
That's Da Vinci.
Oh,
I feel like that's the
You're right,
reasonable
Da Vinci,
thought
yeah.
is that it's going to be like the 1200s or 1400s. But the fact that James is asking that question makes me think it's like 1950s or something.
It was like 1973.
Really?
wait, who is it again?
Picasso, the artist. Hold on, not grabbing my phone.
Gosh.
I'm double checking my answer. However, it's in the 90s for sure.
That's actually crazy.
I guess I don't really know who Picasso even is.
Yeah, they all
Now
kind
I'm
of blend
thinking about it.
together. They're all the same. Pablo da Vinci.
What year do you think Leonardo DiCaprio is gonna die?
Yeah. Oh, I was right.
Did
73.
he die
I was
on
right.
the Titanic?
Yeah.
I don't even
What
know
happened
when that was.
there? Oh, there you go.
I don't know why it
That
lets me do
was
that, but
weird.
alright.
Anyway, yeah. What year do you think Leonardo DiCaprio died?
1614.
No, I'm going with 2000.
April
2060.
April 19th, 1912. Or April 13th, 1912. Sorry.
April 14th?
13th, right?
14th. They set sail on the 12th. They
It was the
sank on
14th. It was the 14th. That's when my sister's birthday is.
I used to be so fascinated with the Titanic. I
Yeah,
just
which is surprising
lost
that
it
you
all
got that
now.
wrong.
I've wanted to talk about this on the podcast. I actually need to bring this up. As soon as we started this podcast, the entire thing I wanted to tell this story, and I keep forgetting to.
Okay.
I used to be obsessed with the Titanic.
Yes.
Like concerningly obsessed.
I wouldn't say it was concerningly.
Well,
but
I would think so now looking back at it because I had a Titanic themed birthday party.
yes.
Like
Wasn't that your like 12th birthday?
the tragedy, my birthday. That's like having a 9/11 themed birthday.
No, there's a huge difference here.
It literally is.
There's a huge difference here, actually.
I think there's a
Yours was
difference
100
now.
Yours was 100 years after the
Yeah.
fact, not like we're only 24.
Well, but also, I mean, one of them is like basically a natural disaster, and then one of them's like a terrorist attack. I wouldn't call the Titanic a terrorist attack unless icebergs are terrorists. I don't know.
No, the captain is a terrorist. There's a reason he went full speed at it.
Now we're getting into theories.
Was
Today,
the Titanic planned?
It's not a theory.
Was
it's
it
actually fact.
planned?
It wasn't planned. I think it wasn't actually the Titanic that sank.
But yeah, it's
Oh, you think it was the Olympia or whatever?
Yeah, it's the Olympia.
but still, it's like, why do you have a Titanic themed birthday? Why did my parents let that happen? That's like having a
So
Hurricane
who are we
Katrina
more concerned
themed
for,
birthday
you
party.
or your parents?
I don't know. I feel like the equivalent of
think we
having a
should-
Titanic themed birthday party is like, it is the equivalent of like, it's literally people dying. I had a birthday party themed of people dying.
Well, was it themed around the event or like the boat? Because if you like the boat, then I could see that being a thing. Like you just really like
It
the
was-
ship.
I
Themed
think it
around
was-
the event.
More so the boat actually, but also when I was little, I think most young boys are kind of like this, where they're like, "Oh, I like things like exploding and breaking."
It was like if your cake was literally it breaking apart with like people falling out of it and swimming around and like trying
Lego guys.
to survive, then that might be a little different. But if it's like the boat,
Yeah.
then I can understand that a little bit more.
I think I
That's like
liked
the
the boat and
I
the
feel like
whole
it-
thing that happened, and then I think the birthday cake was just the boat, and then maybe
I
like
the
an
entire
iceberg
thing.
cake.
I like the entire thing that happened too. I love the part where everybody dies.
You really like the part
Yeah.
where everyone.
Where only, like, what was it, 306 people survived
I don't remember.
out of, like, 3,000? Out of a couple thousand. Like, not many people survived. I love that part, too.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't.
He
say
could have
that.
survived.
Leonardo.
Rose is actually a murderer. Rose is a murderer.
I haven't seen that
He
movie
could have
in a
survived.
very long time.
My
I've
phone
heard-
almost dead, too.
Your phone is almost dead.
All right, that's the end of this podcast.
All right.
The episode ends when James's phone dies. Do you have any questions for Trevor? I kind of challenged you to come up with some questions for him.
Yeah, over or under,
Oh, okay.
but not
Oh,
with
yeah.
it's not necessarily the same reason.
Oh, it's not okay. Now I gotta think about it because I was like, I was prepared for this because I've watched all the podcasts, so I know this question and I've been studying for it really. But you're
Now
throwing
we've
in
just thrown your
curveballs.
textbooks out the window.
Goodness. What else could be over or under? Like blankets. Like
Oh,
how
and he
you
hasn't
sleep?
seen the last episode.
He hasn't seen the last
The newest episode.
He doesn't know.
No, I haven't.
Like I said though, it's not necessarily that one.
Oh goodness.
I'll talk about
So the only other thing I can think of is like, do you sleep under or over blankets? But
Okay, that's a decent
that,
one.
That one's obviously under. Apart from in college, I did sleep over because it was so hot in that room.
Yes. Yeah.
With Walker in there,
Holy crap.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Walker was just like emitting heat.
Exactly. Yeah. Just-
It's a nuclear reactor. Yeah, that stupid dorm room. I didn't even think about talking about this. That stupid dorm room. They would there's a specific date. They turn on the heat back on or turn on the AC for when it gets hot out again.
I've been hanging out at Illinois College. I mean, one of the colleges in Illinois. And same way. Steaming hot in there.
Yeah.
At 70 degrees in the day, and they still have the heat on. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah.
dying.
And
It
our
was
only option was to
basically
like,
full blast.
the only option was to put it on high or low, and even low was it was still like full blast. It was awful.
So middle of December or January or no?
Perfect.
We weren't there much in January.
I think
When
it was
it's
once we got
20
back
degrees
from-
out, we would open our windows
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Because
That
it was
the
so
only
hot
way
in there.
What
That
floor
was
were
the
you
only
on?
way to make it livable.
The first floor.
On the imagine the people on whatever floor was above you.
Yeah,
Heat rises.
Yeah.
yeah, it was awful.
It was awful.
And then they didn't
And
turn
then
it
another
off
thing.
until in April or like late April. Like they
Yeah,
left
it
it
was
on
really
so
late.
long.
And then another thing, when you would open, we learned about atmospheric pressure in college too.
Oh yeah,
You open
that
the
was,
window and
that
you're-
was fun.
Yeah, so when we open the window and you let the door close, it slams
That
really
slams
hard.
the door, yeah.
Goes wham!
Yeah, because those were like thick doors too, and they were loud.
And we were conscious of that after we found it out, so we'd let it close. But everyone in our little corner just let their doors slam as hard as possible.
It was
Especially
like they
in the
were
middle of the
trying.
night. Yeah.
And yeah, it was
That would
all
be
night
neat.
long too.
There people our guy that we shared our bathroom with, he'd get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom
So
or
it's-
something, and then he goes back into his room and it goes slam.
Was it similar dorms to CIY? Do you remember those bathrooms were shared too?
When it was in Missouri.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, when it was in Missouri.
Sort of. So the way
Yeah, because remember
they
those-
worked is you go down the hall and there's nooks and crannies.
Mhm.
But when you look in the nook, it's here's one dorm room. There's 3 doors. Here's one dorm room. Here's one dorm room. Here's the bathroom. So there's only one door, and you go out into the hallway to go into your bathroom.
Into your
sort of.
bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was really weird. I did not like having to leave my room to go to the bathroom. It was
Yeah,
weird.
it was a little weird.
Luckily, my
sometimes.
second year it didn't have that issue, but yeah, I don't know why they built it like that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Remember me?
But yeah, we always thought if you're letting the door slam that hard in the middle of the night, I feel like that would just wake you up more.
Probably.
Like, why not let it close so you don't like stun yourself awake more than you are? Like, because like when you get up to go to the bathroom, you kind of want to keep yourself a little sleepy. You
Yeah.
know, you're like,
Not me. My bathroom's 2 floors up. I gotta climb 2 stories.
I didn't even think about that. There's no bathroom on your first floor, is there?
Or in the basement. I live in the basement. Yeah.
Wow.
It's great.
I didn't. That's wild. I never thought about that.
I mean, anywhere's
Yeah.
anywhere's a
5:30
bathroom
in the
if you
morning
make
when I
it.
have to pee before work. It's terrible because I have to like throw clothes on and then I'm like hopping up the stairs, like hoping that I like can actually make it. I mean, and hoping my dad's not in there because he gets up at the same time too.
Yeah. So we went to this event where it
Years
kind
ago.
of we've gone to it a couple times called CIY, where we like they almost like sort of take over a college
They
campus
do take
for
over
a
a college.
week, and like students come and stay in the dorms. It's really cool. And at these dorms, it was like a room, and then there's another door in the dorm. That's the bathroom, and the bathroom has 2 doors. One is of the other dorm, and one is of the other dorm. like
Yeah,
that.
I've
Yeah.
seen quite a few that are like that. That's how I
And
would
those
prefer
dorms
that.
were old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked that, but also those bathrooms are really tiny.
Air raid siren
They're
and the
tiny.
bomb.
I was just about to bring that up. Yeah, so I don't remember your alarm, Trevor. If I heard it, I'd remember it.
I don't think you ever heard it because you always woke up first,
Right.
and
I don't
then
thi-
that would always.
when
end up
did you
waking
have
me up.
class? I forget. You had class really late.
I had.
I,
There was one semester I had an 8 o'clock class, but for the most part, like I think so one semester I had 8 o'clock, I think my first semester, and then my second semester I had a 9 o'clock one. So I never had to be out as early as you, but you would always wake up at 6 o'clock, and I would always wake up to, no, I didn't wake up to your alarm. I woke up to your coffee maker every day.
Oh no.
That thing was
that's not even
loud.
surprising.
I forgot about that. I had a tiny little Keurig that would make 1 cup.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about that.
It sounded like
No,
a car driving down. Like, it sounded like a muffler or like a jet. It was so loud.
Oh, now I feel bad. Man, I forgot about that.
No, actually, that's one of the things that I missed. At the time, I hated it. It was awful. I had to wake up at 6 o'clock every morning to that. But now I actually kind of miss that because like, you really showed me that waking up early is actually I prefer waking up earlier.
Really?
Yeah, I liked that lifestyle because I could get up and like get ready, and then I like had like an hour where I just like chill before I went anywhere, and so I
Yeah.
much preferred that. I hated the sound,
Lucky-
but I did
lucky
enjoy
you.
waking up to it.
Yeah, that's really cool though, because exactly like when you wake up early, you have time to do something before work instead of or like college or a class.
Yeah.
What time
Instead
are you
of it being
waking,
like
what time are
I'm
you calling
waking
waking
up,
early,
I'm
though?
going to school, and whatever. It feels like you just get a little more free time in your day. But you,
Yeah.
on the other hand,
I knew that if you get up early, like if you get up at 6:30 at CIY, you can go and like normally there's kids that just go and walk around and like do things, and it's fun to just walk around the campus while nobody's out there anyway. And so I knew that, and so what I did is I set my alarm for 6:30. I'm a very heavy sleeper.
oh right, I forgot
Ye-
where this was going.
Yes, I'm a very heavy sleeper, so I need something to wake me up pretty easily.
Crazy heavy.
These dorms are completely concrete. And
Well,
my
you've talked
heavy
about
sleep,
this before.
yes,
Have we?
Your war alarm, your gunshots and
Yeah, my-
explosions.
Yeah,
my
I
gun-
forgot we've talked about
Yes,
this.
I have an air. We haven't talked about it on the podcast. I don't think. Did we?
I
Yeah,
think we did.
I
Oh,
strictly
okay.
remember hearing it on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so loud in that dorm because it was just all concrete.
Just concrete walls, and I hear at 6:30 in the morning. For whatever reason, we had our alarm set at the same exact time, but yours goes off first. I just kind of wake up.
I think I
and
set mine to
hear-
your. I think I set mine to your time because you said that's what time you were getting up. I said, "Oh, okay, I'll get up that time too."
Yeah.
And
So I wake up and I hear, "Brr," and then like an explosion and gunshots like "Du-du-du-dum." And I'm like, what's happening?
Terrible.
What's going on?
I don't even have any of those alarms anymore because I have an iPhone now, and so it has its own alarms that aren't as good, and so now I have like 12
Yeah.
alarms. No. On my phone alone, I have 24 alarms, starting from 3:15 in the morning, ending at 5:15.
Oh my goodness.
And then
insane.
and then I set 4 alarms on my Google Home, and then I have my alarm clock that sits right next to my bed, set for 5 o'clock.
That's so funny. I've
And you know what? I didn't wake up this morning with all those set. I didn't wake up this morning until 5:15. I woke up, went, oh, I have to go to work. Oh crap! It's too late to like even try to close my eyes again.
my morning routine has I've been kind of slacking off on it. I have my alarm set for 5 a.m. and then I keep snoozing it until about 5:30 and then I get up.
What's that like?
It's pretty nice. Although I always feel bad because I'm like, man, I could be doing something right now.
Yeah, like working.
Yeah, like working on it. I don't know what I think I'm gonna do. Like, oh, I'm gonna work on a video in the morning.
No,
No,
just me in general
I'm just
working.
gonna hang out.
Just me in general working.
What's it like working?
No, you said you could be doing something. I do something at that time. Work.
Oh,
I get people up.
you wake the old people up.
I wake the old
It's like,
people up.
Wake up!
No, it's good morning. No.
You should play your alarm for them.
Yeah. I still wake up just to the vibration of my phone. I have my alarm turned off.
I really don't understand how you do that. I have to have custom vibrations on my phone in order to wake up because the ones that they had on the phone were not strong enough. And so there's a setting on mine where you can like customize like how the vibration is, and it is. I have one that's. I have another one that's like. And it's like I have a couple different ones, but yeah, I have to set all of them myself because they're not strong enough if I just use the custom ones on the phone.
That's funny. Wait, no, I lied. I forgot. I do have a sound to my phone, just in case the vibrating doesn't wake me up. It's "Sneaky Snitch" by Kevin MacLeod. I forgot I have that.
Why do you have?
I always just turn it off before it even starts playing, because like the vibrating starts first,
Yeah.
and then the song. Now we're all out of place, and I don't even remember where we were.
Over or under? That's where we were.
Yeah. Wait. How did we get all the way there from over and up?
We
Over
just
or
kept
under?
going. Wait, what was your answer? I don't remember.
I never
You
gave an
didn't give
answer.
one
I changed the subject so I could think about it a little bit, and it worked. So
It did work, yeah.
So my final answer is, so if we're talking about toilet paper, which I know we're not, or we might not be, we could be, but if we're talking about toilet paper, then my answer is obviously over. That's like no brainer.
That's unhealthy.
Why do you say that's unhealthy to Evan? Did you say that to Carter,
No, I didn't
too?
say that one to Carter.
I thought you said that to Carter, too.
But since I don't know what it is, I'm gonna go ahead and go with under, just to be careful.
Okay, yeah, it's a safe option. It's what causes you from going under is better because it won't give you a UTI. I was going, which way do you wipe? Like over or under? You know?
Yeah. Under is the correct option there.
Under is the correct option.
Does
what
anyone
about
wipe
over-
over?
Women.
Well.
I got a bold take here. I stand up.
But do you go over or under?
Yeah, I mean, you still have to.
Or do you just not?
What's over and what's under?
Over is between the legs. Under is behind.
Under.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Wiping
guess in
towards
that sense,
yourself
you're
is
going
going to give yourself a urinary tract infection. It's not good. And or a yeast infection. But
I had one of those while me and him were rooming.
a
I don't know
urinary
if he
tract
remembers
infection?
that.
I do remember that
A
actually.
UTI. I was like freaking out.
It is not fun.
I forgot
No,
about
it's
that.
not.
Yeah.
That was really painful. And I was like, I'm sorry. The whole time I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm in a lot of pain and you can't really do anything. So it's kind of awkward. And I'm like,
Yeah, you felt
I don't-
really bad
I-
about it. I was like, I'm the one that feels bad here.
I just felt bad because I was like, man, I just made this so awkward, and I don't know this guy that well yet, and I'm just yeah.
I forgot about that, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't. I don't think it was very awkward. But I might
Good.
just be misremembering. I don't know.
I drank a ton of what was it, cranberry juice
Yeah.
after that.
Actually, you probably should have just drank water. Cranberry juice has a lot of sugar in it.
Oh, I drank sugar. What was it? It was some weird cranberry juice. I can't remember what it was
Sugar-free
called.
cranberry juice type stuff.
It wasn't called sugar-free, but it was like
I know.
straight cranberry juice or something. I don't know.
Nasty.
It didn't
I
taste
do. I
very
feel like
good.
I remember
it's
you
nasty.
also drinking a lot of cranberry juice. Yeah.
I think I frequently expressed to you as well. Man, this sucks. This tastes
I
awful.
think. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I feel like
You
we've
also-
done like we are at 45 minutes of the podcast. I feel like we know nothing about Trevor. We've not like this has been.
I wanted you to prepare some questions for him.
I did. I prepared yet over and under.
I already know everything about. Okay, well.
No, hold on. I got more.
I know everything he's ever done.
What was the? At what point, like, did you, like, click with Walker?
That's a good one. Because
It-
I will
I
say,
mean-
we were, me and him were very awkward for
Yeah,
a while.
because
I
his
think.
his
Yeah.
personality is like a lot different than yours. So I'm like
Yeah.
wondering where it clicked.
I feel like I don't think you would agree with this answer, Walker, but I would say. Let me hear
Oh,
what
it
you
was
think,
in the
Walker.
Walmart parking lot when I locked my keys in the truck, right? No.
That's not what I was gonna say, but I'm curious. While I continue to think on it, do you have an answer to that question? Because I don't know if I can
What-
quite remember it.
Well, I'll try to think about one.
Well, I was gonna
I
say
don't remember.
the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and
Oh.
but that's like really, and that might surprise you.
That's
because
way
that's like
behind-
after. That was after.
That's
we
sort of
had
late,
moved out.
It's sort of late, but like part of me agrees with you if I'm being completely honest.
Because that's like the first time that we like hung out as friends, rather than like we hung out as friends, but like that's the first point where we were like just
Oh.
friends.
We made it a special occasion.
Where it
like-
wasn't. Yeah, I understand. What
And
you're
I think
saying.
both of us, like you and me said this when we met each other. We were both like, I'm a little surprised by how much I miss you.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
surreal.
Yeah. It was like,
Yeah, I feel like
dang,
that's
we're
like-
friends.
Like that's the point where we were like, okay, yeah, we're gonna continue to be friends. College was like we're friends because we're roommates almost. Like I think we were still friends, but like after that, like it was like Five Nights at Freddy's movie is like whenever we realized like yeah, no, we're friends because we're friends, not just because we're roommates.
Yeah. We didn't not get along. We were just like, we were just awkward, I think. Yeah.
And it's like hard to gauge
For a
in that
while.
environment if like how good of friends you are when you're living with someone the entire time. It's like, are we friends because we like each other, or do we feel like we have to be?
That
I'm
was a
friends with
really
everybody.
good question.
Yeah, I'm friends with
That was a
everybody
good
just
question,
as
yeah.
they can be.
Yeah, because I've never really thought about. We are pretty. That was even before we decided to do the video stuff when I was in college. Well,
Yeah.
you were doing your own videos, but I was like, nuh-uh, I'm good.
I feel like I should point it out that I'm wearing a tie and I'm all dressed up. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm all dressed up for the podcast. I got my button
Oh.
up and tie. I just want to point it out because I think it'd be weird if I just wore this and then like people who don't know me would think that this is just what I dress like normally, which it's not too far off, I guess. But
Yeah.
Is this just going to be our guest trying to outdress us every podcast. Like Carter said that next time he comes, he's going to outdress us like as much as possible.
I guess maybe that's part of the invitation to come on as a guest. Outdress us. Anyway,
Guess what comes in on Wednesday?
What comes out on Wednesday?
It comes in on Wednesday.
The menthol cry stick.
The menthol cry stick comes in on Wednesday.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a podcast episode if you didn't talk about the menthol cry stick.
Next podcast
Do we talk about it that much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next.
It's like been like the last like 4 or 5 episodes.
That's crazy. I didn't realize.
Next episode, we'll have the menthol cry stick to try out.
Oh my word! Well, that is what we're gonna do, isn't it?
Yes.
That actually goes to my next point, which was going to be, if you're able to, Walker, whenever you see me next, I think I should try out the menthol cry stick, just for because I'm really interested in trying that out. I don't know if I'll ever be on the podcast on the couch, so I feel like that's a good time
on the couch
for that. I would love to try that out. But anyway,
I've never heard someone so excited about the menthol cry stick idea.
I just think that is such a weird thing. I'm curious how that works and how it's gonna feel.
The tradition with our guests is, I don't know why we do this, but I think it's just because all the people we have on as a guest are like our close friends. But we're definitely gonna have more episodes with Trevor.
Yes.
Like
I've been invited back already. I'm glad.
Next time, but we're making it a thing now that next time it's going to be in person.
Yes, we absolutely want to do an episode with him in person. We'd love to.
That'd be awesome.
And you're going to be surprised by how he's taller than both of us.
Everybody's taller than me. That's not surprising. Everybody's taller than me.
When I first met him in person, I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy."
I remember
he
the
looks
conversation.
like he's probably tall.
The first,
yeah,
I think
we're sitting like in this.
I think maybe the first thing you said to me was, "Wow, you're taller than I expected," and I just was. It was just such like a weird moment, so I wasn't really thinking too hard because like I was packing things and stuff, and I just looked at you. I said, "You're shorter than I expected."
Gosh.
You should have seen us when we first met. Oh man,
it was I would almost be scared of that because like you're not necessarily the most social of people, but you try to be.
Oh
like,
yeah, I try to put myself out there and be social, but I think a lot of times you can probably still see I'm very awkward.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I mean, I've known you forever, so like I can definitely tell when.
And so I imagine that, but with someone I'm living with for like a couple months. I'd say probably like 2 or 3 months is when we got really comfortable.
Y'all never had an actual conversation till like the 2 mark, I guarantee.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I guarantee there was probably no actual conversation.
I hope you're okay with talking about this too, Trevor.
This is what I expected. This is what I came here for.
Yeah,
awesome.
I almost guarantee it was like. I feel like Trevor probably tried to have a conversation once or twice, and you would like say things like also trying to have the conversation, and it would just cancel each other out. How accurate?
That probably did happen a little bit.
I was gonna say,
I don't think it took that long before we were like decently sociable. I mean, like I feel like most of the time we didn't talk when we were in the room, which that was a lot of times because I would be doing homework. So most of the time I was doing homework. So we didn't talk very much in the room.
What were you doing?
I was playing Gran Turismo.
You weren't doing homework.
Speakers really loud.
I was so
you were
jealous
that roommate, okay.
The whole time. There were a few times I was a little upset. I was be sitting there doing homework and you'd be over there gaming and I'd be like, that could be me, but I'm sitting here doing homework.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird thing about the thing I did. So like the wastewater school was on campus, but for some reason like nobody knew about it. And also part of it was we really didn't have homework that much. And if we did, I just got it done during class or on my lunch break. So every time,
I need to go
almost
into that.
Every time I came home to the dorm, I just didn't have any homework. So I just get on Gran Turismo because that was like right when I started college was right when I bought Gran Turismo 7, and I was just, I was going hard on it. I loved it.
And now they got a full-on movie about it.
That was like all I did. What?
So now they have a full-on movie about it.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
I still haven't even seen that movie.
You haven't?
I haven't
Wait,
seen the
you haven't
Gran
seen
Turismo
it?
movie. Nope. Oh. I need to watch it.
It's
'cause
such a good
based on
movie.
a true story.
Yeah, it's actually a really good. I thought you've seen it.
Nope.
I've heard it's pretty good.
I'm really
Yap-Trap-
slacking.
Next Yap-Trap episode, us watching Gran Turismo.
I wish the YouTube copyright stuff wasn't so strict, and I'd say let's just have a movie night series. That'd be really fun.
I think we could we could make the next Yap-Trap episode at my house, and then we could watch it, and then we could you could do your review thing that you normally would do on your channel, but just a not as much of a thought process behind it, because you have, when you do your channel, you have who knows how many days to actually think about what you're about to say.
Yeah.
You just almost like when we go watch
Initial
a movie.
thoughts kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then make the video.
Yes.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I bet there's some way. We'll have to look into that, actually. That'd be kind of cool.
We can put
Look
little
into
clips of.
how
We could
we
probably
can-
put little clips in it of it on the.
Yeah. We could look into how to get away with it. I know there's a lot of people who upload videos of them straight up reacting to episodes of a TV show, but they have a billion filters on the show in the corner next to them.
Yeah.
I guess we could do that.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
At that point,
We'll
it's
have
not
to
even worth. It's not even worth it
Yeah.
showing it at that point.
I mean, you know where the person is, but then you're like, what? What's happening? What's there? What are they reacting to?
That'd make our channel very controversial, I feel, though, if we did that. Had that little thing in the corner and have all the.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of controversial.
I think on Patreon you can actually get away with full on showing movies like that.
Time to start our Patreon.
Start
I
a
don't know.
Patreon.
I don't know about the Patreon idea. I like the joke about it though. I like doing the joke where it's that'll be for our Patreon.
Patreon exclusive episode.
Anyway, I think we're kind of wrapping up.
Well, one other thing I wanted to talk about was
Yeah.
you and I are going to go do something in a month.
Oh.
A month and 1 day, actually.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are.
I don't know how much you want to
Right.
talk about that.
Have we talked?
You might know. Me and him are going to see the Minecraft movie. Yeah.
Going with
We're going to spend a weekend together down there and watch the Minecraft movie.
Yep.
Chicken Jockey.
What's your thoughts on how it's going to turn out?
I think it's gonna be terrible.
I
I
think it's
haven't
gonna be-
watched a trailer since the very first teaser
There's
until
been a few trailers.
recently. Until recently, when I saw the clip of Jennifer Coolidge hitting the villager with her car,
What?
I was like,
What?
"How is this movie real?
No.
That's
I've not,
real."
I've not seen that at all.
There is a
What?
clip from the movie of Jennifer Coolidge, Legally Blonde, Jennifer Coolidge, hitting a villager with her car. And then
What?
getting out, she's like, "Wow, your head is so big."
What?
Yeah,
I've not seen this.
that's a real clip.
I've not seen that clip.
That's gonna be a real movie.
No.
I
don't
can't
want to see it
believe
anymore.
it.
I don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. Why? I thought we were just going to stay within Minecraft, not going to real life stuff.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Oh, gosh.
I kind of feel like that's going to be the end credits scene, and that's going to be teasing the Minecraft movie 2, where instead of going into Minecraft, Minecraft comes to real life. I get the feeling that's the kind of vibe I get from that.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I
That's
agree with
exactly
you.
what Tron is doing. Where it's
What's happening
we
in
don't
Tron?
go into the computer. The computer come in the real world. In the little details.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another thing. The menthol cry stick is. We always end up talking about Tron Legacy. I think.
Yeah. That or
Always.
Tron or Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to make my video on the trailer. Oh well.
Oh, well.
I'll do it eventually. Well, on the trailer, but it's going over the franchise and how much I hate it. But, yeah. Last question. Last question.
All
What's
right,
your
I'm ready.
favorite console of all time?
Oh yeah.
In
What's
terms
Oh,
of oh
yeah.
hello
There's a
My
cat.
cat's here, yeah. Cooper.
hello. In terms
Yeah.
of in terms of like features that you like or like capabilities and also like memories.
Yeah, so
What makes the
I
most
remember when I was
memorable?
watching the last episode with Decker and you asked him this, I remember thinking about it. I was like, I better think about that question. And then I immediately forgot. Because if I'm being honest, I think it's kind of a weird question because it's like
Criticizing our.
I don't think necessarily about a console as like I like this console or I like that one because at like all I care about is the game I'm playing.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like the best games, I mean it's gonna be the most modern ones. Like I love my PS5 because I can play all my games on it and stuff. Now if it comes down to like my most memories, it would be Xbox 360 because that was my first console in 2014. I got an Xbox 360.
Oh, and
And-
Portal 2.
Yeah.
I kind of jumped forwards for you. My bad. My
No,
apologies,
it's,
but
it's all right. Yeah, that's where I first played Minecraft and Portal 2, and so that's like the majority of my childhood was that console. But if it comes down to like how it looks and like the like interface and stuff, I mean it's got to be PS4.
yeah.
So
That's
like,
really-
my answer is like all over the place. Like I just love different aspects of different parts. Like
Yeah.
I can't just say one of them is like my favorite.
You think PS4
Over.
looks are the best? You think PS4 looks are the best though?
I love the
Well,
menu for it, personally.
If you're comparing it, I don't know, like the only consoles I've had are Xbox 360, I guess a Wii, I had a Wii, an Xbox One S, PS4, and PS5. Those are the only consoles I've had. So compared to PS5, I prefer PS4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of been a thing with the guests, and I like this aspect to it. You haven't watched the last episode we did, but
No, I'm sorry.
Carter also no, it's fine. Carter also didn't exactly give one answer, and I think that's okay. Like it's like a lot of people have like two consoles they really like. One that they made a lot of memories on, and also one that they just really like the games for and really like the look of. And sometimes that's vice versa, where you can interchange those all you want, but
Yeah, for me it's just PlayStation 3. all
Yeah.
day.
yeah,
no,
we're
you
the
guys are big
PlayStation 3
PS
bros.
I know it.
I know
When
it.
you turn it on, the noise it makes when you turn it on, when it had the beep, and then also and then the I mean the menu of it was okay. I will
I'll
say-
forever love the menu. I get why people do not like it. It's a little hard to get used to.
Yes,
but,
but I like the menu on that.
love it.
Yeah, I've never had a PS3. I've never seen the menus or anything. The most I know about a PS3 is from Astro's Playroom.
Well, I think that's actually it.
All I got.
So yeah.
Although I do have Requise here. I don't know if you've seen
Oh.
him. Requise
Oh,
is here.
Requise.
Increase.
Yeah.
Hold him up to the
that
camera
was
as well.
so. That was our. Oh yeah, the real camera. Yeah. So that was our third roommate,
Okay.
Yep.
Requise.
Okay.
We had quite a few roommates actually, but he was the first to the third.
We did. We had Roman. You know the
Roman.
skeleton
Yeah.
in the back of
Yes.
my truck.
Oh gosh.
Roman is
I
our other roommate. We also had a little SpongeBob with a candy
Christmas
cane.
SpongeBob.
And then the pumpkin lights. I forgot to even mention it. I
Yeah.
don't know even what I'm thinking. Halloween was coming up, and I bought it for our dorm room.
Oh nice.
Yeah, we were
wow,
at
I can't
Walmart.
believe I almost.
We were just looking for stuff at Walmart and we found those. And yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
seem to
like,
be
yeah,
I got
those
worth the
rock.
purchase.
yeah.
I got one more thing to end it. Where can our 12 people find you?
That's a great question.
I like my
Oh,
channel
sorry, hold
or
on, hold on.
My home address.
Yeah, no, it's about 12.
It's
Both.
up to you.
Both.
You can share both if you like.
So my channel is Trevor, Trevar. You probably can't find that though. I anytime I try to look it up, it just pops up random other people because it's such a basic name. So it's also Trevor Videos. So
That's what I
So,
usually
yeah.
look up to find you, is
Okay.
Trevor
Yeah,
videos.
that's the best-
So look
that's
up
the best
Trevor
way.
videos on YouTube.
yeah.
All right.
Or to maybe make it easier, not trying to be like, I'm popular too. Look, you could even look up like Trevor videos Portal 2 or Trevor videos Lil Chair Stacker.
Yeah.
Since we have tagged each other in each other's Portal 2 videos, that might help.
Yeah,
I
whenever
don't
I looked up Trevor Videos one time, the only videos that popped up were your two Portal ones because you have it in the title.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, it was my channel. But those were the first two searches.
That's funny.
right.
That's what happens with me too. But I just assume, well, it knows it's my channel, so for some reason, maybe the algorithm thinks I'm trying to look up myself. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for joining us, Trevor.
Thank you, Trevor, for
Yes,
This is a
joining.
thank
great
you.
episode.
Thank
And
you
be on
guys
the
for having me.
lookout. I'm gonna tease this a little bit and give you a little leak. Be on the lookout for our Minecraft horror mod series. Boom! Mic drop. Boom.
See y'all later.
See you all later.